Okay, guys, I'm back. Excuse me. We're having another bad air quality day, but fresh in from Vosteed just got here. And I think you're going to find that what's in this box is very similar to what we've got here. This is the third appearance of the Vosteed Gator on the channel. And it's because I really like the Vosteed Gator. We did the initial review. We used it for our little could you, not should you, could you do some wood batoning with a folder, and this guy performed admirably in that. It is a solid heavy-duty folding knife. But there's another version of it, and one that I've been dying to get my hands on, and I actually asked them. Vosteed asked if I would like to, because remember, they sent me this to review. They said, is there another knife you'd like to look at? And I said, yeah, there is. The other version of this. So we have here the Sheepsfoot. This is the Wharncliffe, the Sheepsfoot blade Gator. I don't know how different the blade is. I know the shape is different. I don't know if we're talking about a different thickness. I believe it's the same steel and everything, but I'm really excited to take a look at this. And I appreciate that the fine men and women at Vosteed had sent this over so that we could take a look. So I'm going to get into it. I'm going to ask you guys to take a moment out of your precious, precious time, which is the most valuable commodity anybody has, to hit the subscribe if you're not already. Take a moment, like, comment, share, turn on all your notifications, all that stuff. I love the Vosteed boxes. They are solid boxes. You know what I love about them most? They're reusable for other stuff when you're done. So you can keep this to keep your knife, you know, just storage, or you can make all kinds of, you know, survival tins and everything else. And this one got a little beat up in the mail. But look at it, it's still, we can pop that back into place, and we still have a solid, I don't know if it's watertight, to tell you the truth, but it's still a solid storage tin for other stuff. Cool. Inside, we still have the Vosteed patch. We've got the little Gator sticker, Tom and Jerry style, and we've got the specs card and then the Vosteed support card. So here are the specs on the card, which I haven't really perused yet myself. I'll take a look in a moment after you guys have a chance to look at it. Okay. So, yep, same Sandvik 14C28N, the higher of the two kinds of Sandvik stainless steel. 3.98 inch, so just a hair under 4-inch blade, modified Sheepsfoot. I love modified Sheepsfoot blade. Flat grind, satin, micarta, and liner lock. All right. A couple of things we're missing under the from there, like overall length and weight, but I'll throw those in for you. Looks like we've got the same pouch, the zippered pouch. You can, listen, if you don't like that, you can just remove that really easily with a stitch ripper and put whatever you want on that Velcro section. But nice quality. We got a black one this time. They asked what color I wanted, and I said, I don't care. I'm not going to be too choosy. I just really want to check out that blade shape. So, all right. But same high-vis orange on the inside. A little bit of padding. Not like super padding, but you're not getting like a $150, $200 knife either, but it's nice. It works. And then this zipper goes to open it. Metal zipper. Plastic teeth, but metal zipper. Good pouch. So, opening it up, it's just the same as the old Gator. Same skeletonization in the liners. Nice frag pattern on the micarta. You could easily confuse this with G10 at first until you get it in your hands a little bit. But very nice production standards overall. Same accent on the pivot. Filler tab for the clip, which is a nice deep carry standard clip. And it's a nice hefty clip too. It's not a real thin one. Left or right tip up carry. You know what? I want to close this one because I just want to check out, is there any difference in the flipping? And no, you get your same options for the front flip. So you can use the traditional flipper in the back. You've got a front flipping option or thumb option. I'll demonstrate them all. You've got almost like a modified Spidey hole here, rather than the thumb studs that come with the Wharncliffe Gator, which I really like. The action on this thing is really solid, even after the day of beating on it. I wouldn't do a whole lot to it, but the batoning video, it's still pretty good. Now this is brand new out of the box, so it might need a little bit of time to break in. I don't know, we'll see, but dead center. So Oh, great action. Fantastic action. And you can hear a little bit of a difference. You know what I just noticed? This one has like a gold accent to it if you look. And this one has more of a brass accent on it. I don't know if that's the knife itself or if they changed the color depending on the G10 color. I'm not sure about that. Sorry, the micarta color. I don't know if it's a different color accent for the blade shape. I'm not sure. But take a listen to this, because this probably has a little bit of gunk and stuff in it. You can just hear a little tiny bit. It needs to be cleaned out and oiled a little bit after taking it outside and using it. This thing perfectly out of the box, no noise, just snap and lock open. Obviously, same liner lock that we had, very accessible, very nice. A little bit of grip on it. But what I really love on this one is the beautiful full flat ground sheepsfoot blade. Fantastic for slicing and utility purposes. Now, I've loved this one too. So there's, this is just really comes down to your personal persuasion of, how do you identify as a cutter? I shouldn't have said as a cutter. That's bad. But you can see kind of this is more of a wedge flat, because again, Wharncliffe blade. But you've got sort of a flat saber grind going on with this blade, which does approach the way you would use it. Most average knife users, I know it means nothing to you guys, but for those of you who want to be real spiffy, who are very specific about your knives, who really know which grinds to use for what kinds of tasks, so you've got your flat saber grind, which really gives you more of a wedge. Okay, the full flat grind is, number one, because it's a modified sheepsfoot, you have that curved belly there, which lets you get a little bit of rock on your surface, but it's a less severe angle on it, which makes it great for slicing through things. And I think it is beautiful. Now, I want to just get a paper towel to wipe off a little bit of the oils that are on it from shipping, because I want to see those grind lines under the light, because you know how I am a sucker for those grind lines. Love some beautiful satin grind lines. And I do believe there's a stone wash option as well. This was a stone wash. It still is a stone wash. It's just a little dirty now for being outside, but this is just a full satin blade. And this is one of my favorite blades to put on a knife. This and a reverse tanto. I think they are great for utility. I think they give you a lot of cutting power and option, and it just looks really nice too. And I was super happy with this. I found a lot of different functionality in the blade, but this is the one probably that I'm going to carry around more so. This has outdoor use to me. This has power for splitting and separating, but this as a utility, as an EDC blade, and it is, of course, I do these paper tests, but I wish you could feel it. There's just, if you can't feel the way it cuts sometimes, you just don't even get the full, there's a way a good knife cuts and a way a bad knife cuts, and a lot of it's in the feel, not just the demonstration. Let's do the slice, and it's like super clean cut, doesn't even move. Let's do the pull through. Again, a little not as perfectly clean, but still straight through. And what this is really good, this blade shape, is we can just, it's like a guillotine. I mean, it's, let's see. Nope, didn't get it that time. There we go. It is, I'm trying not to destroy the board under it, is why I'm babying it. But if I just let it go, I mean, I'm sorry. Pew! 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 Yeah, it pews. Great blade for this, and something that I absolutely, yes, I know I've said before, it's a bigger, heavier knife. I absolutely would carry this, especially with this blade grind on it. This to me is a perfection of a bigger, heavier knife. Now, comparing again, I call this a real heavy duty kind of pocket carry. I think that when you're dealing with a finer grind like this, you do lose a little bit of your, I don't want to say toughness, because that's not it, but A blade like this is a little bit more prone to chipping and stuff when you're doing real heavy action with it, because it comes to a thinner, a thinner profile all the way at the grind, all the way at the bevel, because you maintain a lot of strength and rigidity. Yes, it is the same. It is the same width all the way at the top, but it thins out more as it goes. Whereas you have structure in here and thicker blade at a lower point, if you know what I'm saying, to kind of hold on to help it maintain its structure and its stability. Just a difference in philosophy in the way you would use these two blades. Now that's me. You might disagree, and I can absolutely feel more weight in this blade than this blade. Again, because they've taken off a lot more. They've taken off a lot more weight here with the grind. Now that might be the impetus of where this cutout comes from, to help reduce weight a little bit more, because there's more steel physically on this blade than on this blade, and I'm willing to bet that's probably why this is cut out, to help reduce that weight even further. But I still would be happy carrying either one. But this guy, I love this blade shape, and the balance on this thing, it's just perfect. Perfect. So I could see myself, because it is rather large knife, and with this swooping kind of curved belly on it, I could see myself using this in the kitchen. I could see myself using this as an EDC, even though it's this big. I could see myself using it outdoors in less of a severe way than I might use this. I might not use this as a chopper like I might use this. I mean, I don't think either of them are ideally a chopper, but this one just has that feel of support doing it. They are two fine knives. I really am happy with them. So this one I carried around for a while and used and got to know. I'm gonna have to carry this one around, but I'm just thrilled with the blade shape on this. I forgot, it comes with a microfiber cloth right here. What am I doing? It just there we go. So I'm gonna oil off. It's the kind of utility-esque blade that I love to carry around, even though it is a monster of a knife. I value that size and that ability. Even though there are some who would prefer a smaller blade, I know. Some who would prefer a smaller blade, some less weight in their pocket, some less real estate taken out of their pocket. But this, I love it. I love it to death. So now we've got two different Gators from Vosteed. And I don't know if I touched on a lot, but this frag pattern, this is great for the texturing. And micarta is great, we've said this before, because even if it gets a little bit wet or whatever, it really remains very grippy. And it might even get a little bit more grippy with a little bit of moisture. Just by nature of the fabric in it. So now the question is, what do you like better? If you had to choose, would you choose the Sheepsfoot blade, or would you choose the Wharncliffe blade? Which would be your ideal carry piece out there in the world? I think I can show the blades off better this way, maybe, with the clip not making it roll over. Which one would you like better? Which one would you be prone to carry? Relatively affordable too, under $70, $69 for each one. And with the materials and the mechanics and the engineering, I think that's a good price for these. I think that's a reasonable price for these, especially considering the size and heft that each one gives you, the good packaging and all that. So, you know, I have, because Vosteed did send them to me, I have a link to the product listing from Vosteed in there. You can go check it out if you want. It's not an affiliate link or anything like that. You can just go, they did good by me, so I'll try to do good by them. And you can go directly check it out if you want. But I really do want, guys, I want your opinions. Sheepsfoot, Wharncliffe, which one do you like better and why? And don't worry about like the finish, like, you know, tumble finish. versus satin finish, because you can get each one in either, I think. You know, tell me, blade shape and grind, which one do you like better and why? What would you use it for? How would you use them different? What's your thought on this? Okay. So thanks again to Vosteed for giving me a chance to check this out. I really wanted to look at it, and I'm going to, they've now sent me 2 of these knives, and I think they're willing, no, 3 knives. Yeah. I'm going to go buy the grind, the Vosteed grind on my own, because I really want to take a look at it, and they just don't have any in stock to send to anybody right now. But I think you guys are going to love the grind. I'm going to love the grind. So I'm going to go pick one up. I'm going to buy it. We're going to see it. And I think they actually have another one that they're interested in sending over too. I think the raccoon, which looks decent. We'll take a look. So anyway, thanks again, Vosteed, for sending this over, letting us take a look at it. I really want to know what you guys think looking at it. What are your thoughts? And remember that you guys are all absolutely awesome, and I appreciate every single one of you. And I'll be back again real soon.